Hey, what's up, everyone? Today on this live, I wanted to talk about battling burnout. I'm actually going to be teaching a class to a group of realtors today about battling burnout. It's something that I have come to realize is just a very prominent issue that so many people are battling right now. I mean, we're coming off of COVID and all these things changed for so many people as we're coming off of COVID, and life changes and transitions and all of these things. And, I've just noticed as I've gone out and talked to people that burnout seems to be like one of the top topics that people want to learn how to overcome. And, I wish that I could say that I don't burn out anymore. I wish that I could say that I have battled it and won, and the war is won, and I own it. But I can't, I still burn out too. But the difference is that while I still burn out sometimes, the frequency of my burnout is way less. The length of my burnout time periods are way less. And it's all from a few strategies that I'll share with you right here, just very quickly, that have helped me battle burnout. And remember that battling burnout is a practice. It is not a destination. We don't ever get there and it's like, yay, it never happens again. We live in a high-paced go society, so burnout is inevitable. And so, we have to find ways to cope, to deal, to work through our burnout. And the first way to do that is through creating alignment within ourselves, going back to our core values. What do we really, really, really want in this world? And then looking at our beliefs and our thoughts, the things we tell ourselves, our actions, our attitudes, are they all aligned with what we truly want? And if the answer is no, then we're headed for burnout. But if we're aligned with the person that we really want to be, our actions, our thoughts, our feelings, everything are aligned with our core values, it's almost impossible not to feel fulfilled, content, happy, joyful, whatever it is that you want to call it. If we are aligned, that naturally comes. And when we feel that way, it's pretty hard to burn out. The second thing is balance and breaks. It's really easy to get out of balance, in our go society. But remember that balance is not about no motion. It's not about like just being stuck, right? That's not balance. Balance is an act. Once again, it's a practice. It's a back and forth. So you might have seasons of crazy, super busy with work and seasons where you get to take some time off. But the biggest part with balance is to find a way to, first of all, prioritize. What do you really, really want to, or what do you really value? What do you need to get accomplished? Those kinds of things, and prioritize those first so that you can get the things done that you really want to get done, so that you feel like you have a little bit more balance. And the other part of that is breaks. If we're gonna get laser focused on something, we have to have that time where we are taking breaks throughout the day. My belief is that we create balance by laser focusing on one thing and then stopping and laser focusing on another thing. That's balance. But that only works if we're taking breaks. We have to slow down, take a break in between our focal points so that we have the energy that we need to stay focused on those different things. So balance and breaks is the next way to battle burnout. And the third way is to celebrate. What fun would a basketball game be if they only celebrated the championship at the end of the season? It's not the way that it works, but a lot of us work that way. When I wrote my first book, I wasn't even going to celebrate that I finished the first manuscript because it still had to go to editing and it wasn't done yet. So there was no celebration in my mind. How silly is that? But we do that to ourselves all the time. Well, there's no time to celebrate. We've got to keep going. We haven't reached the end game. But like I said, how boring would a basketball game be if they never celebrated anything that happened throughout the game, right? They celebrate a dunk, they celebrate a good pass, a good shot. There's all sorts of micro celebrations. And so if we want to battle burnout, we have to not only have an end game in mind, right, where we know we finally get to a destination, right? We have to have something we're working towards so we know when the stopping point is. If we don't have that, it's very easy to burn out. But also we have to celebrate these micro wins along the way. It just makes the journey so much more fun, so much more fulfilling. So my challenge to you this week, especially if you're battling burnout, start with alignment. Is there thoughts or beliefs that are holding you back from your true nature? Are you out of balance? Or are you just not able to focus? Right? How can you find new ways to focus on one thing and then give yourself the opportunity to take a break? And When's the last time you celebrated something? And maybe it's time to find a way to celebrate some of your small wins. So thank you so much for watching. Here's to your journey in our world, my friend. Make it a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.